Hey, good morning, or no, it's afternoon. The day's gotten away from me. Not much really to say on the liver front. I haven't had anything happen in the last 24 hours, and sleep very well. I mean, I did sleep, but I woke up tired. I have to say, I realize that fatigue is not the worst symptom in the world to have from this disease, and if it's the only major symptom I have, I'm doing pretty well. That being said, I'm tired of the fatigue now. I would like to, just have a week where, I do. I feel normal, just extra tired. Well, it's not even extra tired, it's just, like, I did make myself walk to the market for my lunch today, just because I needed to get another thing of Drano. The bathroom tub is draining a little slowly, a lot slowly, and so I put some liquid plumber down last night. Didn't really, it did. There's a hole in the blockage, but I bought a liquid Drano, one of those urgent gel things. Might have made the hole a little bit bigger. I'm gonna have to submit to the management to come in here and snake it, which I hate, but they'll probably just come Monday or Tuesday and it'll be done. Take a couple hours. I heard somebody doing that upstairs this week, so it's not unusual whenever they do plumbing upstairs for our plumbing to get a little bit slow, and it looks like that's what's happening. And it also looks like the plug is kind of ways down. So not even one of those little snakes, those little plastic snakes that you can buy, it won't reach it. You have to run the water for a minute until it reaches it and starts to back up. I tried plunging it. Brought up some hair. Obviously, it's not my hair. I usually keep it pretty short. This is, we're getting a little scruffy now, but still. But it still wasn't. But, that's life. Could be a lot worse. Knock wood. I just don't like it when people come in here. I gotta leave my door open while I'm working, and then there's some strange man in the next room. They're usually very nice people. And, but we've had a couple issues. One time I ordered DoorDash, and, there was this guy waiting there, and I saw him through the peephole, and I just thought he was the dasher, because he was holding my church's chicken order. That's when I could still eat wheat, or at least I thought I could still eat wheat, and he was not the dasher. He must have come in with the dasher, because he just barged into my house, and was like, there was something wrong with him. I don't know if he was going to hurt anybody, but he kept asking me about where his phone was, where his Samsung was. And so I moved from the door to the other side of the kitchen counter, because I have a whatnot drawer there. And in my whatnot drawer is a set of brass knuckles that my brother gave me. And that was the only thing I had defensive in the immediate area, like my pepper spray and my taser, or, it's taser, stun gun, whichever one it is. I think it's a stun gun, is in here, in my bedroom, and the kitchen's all the way on the other side of the apartment. But I diffused the situation by saying, okay, what's your name and number, and I'll write it down, which I did on some random ad that had come in the mail, and I'll call you if I see your Samsung. And he still didn't really want to leave. He wanted to be in here, and there was just weird energy. I'm assuming the dude was on something. But somehow I got him out. And he moved on to other apartments where he would pound on the doors and start screaming until somebody upstairs called the cops on him. And I thanked her later for doing that, because I didn't. As soon as he left my apartment, I locked it and just retreated to my room and locked my bedroom door. I didn't want any of it, and that was not a good instinct of mine. So I kind of get weird about when people just sort of walk in when I'm home, and the maintenance guys will do that if they knock, and you're not answering and they need to come in, they're going to come in. Is that legal? Well, there's a thing on the maintenance form that you can click to just walk in if nobody answers, and you would do that, if you were at work. But we don't click that, because the first time a maintenance man just walked in, there had been no notice. We had not asked for anything, and it wasn't particularly an emergency. I think he just wanted to come look at something, because in the time we've lived here, we are like the oldest residents of this apartment. It's been sold, and they cleared everybody out beforehand, but they didn't get us. They didn't get a couple of other people either, but we're the longest living ones here, so our apartment is the old style. So they just wanted to come in and take a look at it or something. I forget the thing. And so I was like, what the... I didn't curse at the guy, but I came out just like in a rage. Like, what are you doing? This is my apartment. You can't just walk in here. And the dude, he was a big, tall dude, a maintenance dude, and he looked like he was about to start crying. He felt so bad. Like, I could see in his eyes, like, oh, I'm sorry, because, you don't want to, I mean, he must have been like 6'5", and I'm 5'3", but dude was like backing off. He didn't want any of that. So he called the manager, and then I was like, what are you doing? You can't do this. This is illegal. You can't just walk into people's apartments. What if I was naked? And he apologized, and that was a previous management company, because, landlords like to keep changing management companies if they start giving concessions to tenants. But since then, I've had to tell the property manager, who is actually our next door neighbor, I am actually going to the doctor a lot for liver transplant stuff. I had to be honest with her, and I'm deliberately not marking on the thing, come in if nobody answers. And so they're still doing it. They'll still do it, but I still have that sort of like PTSD, not PTSD, it's not that bad, but it freaks me out when someone just walks into my apartment, so that's another possibility that could happen when we start bringing maintenance. But it's fine, because, what'll happen is I'll put in the maintenance request, and they will schedule somebody without actually bothering to tell us when the person's coming. They just come. They just knock on the door on a random day, and that's just how it's been since this management company's been here. Legality, out the window. They're going to do what they're going to do, and a tenant can just, take a flying leap for all they care. But they're trying. The property manager is trying, but she's not in control. It's the company, and they do the scheduling, and they send out the maintenance guys, and she's sort of like... I don't even know if she even gets the notification, to be honest with you. I haven't really talked to her that much. I think my roommates talk to her a lot more than I have. But yeah, just that one dude. I don't know if he meant me ill. The guy who came in with my DoorDash, his name, I remember, it was Aaron Cruz. And I saw him later. I took a picture of it. Being arrested in the courtyard. And I think he was just on meth. I mean, I've seen people tweaking before, and they can be pretty dangerous, so I just really wanted him out of my apartment as soon as possible. And I'm glad I didn't have to use those brass knuckles, because, they're legal in this state. And I didn't really want to get in trouble. I didn't really want to hit anybody. My brother's like, you don't have a lot of upper body strength, so what you need to do is you need to hit him like this, like hit him on the top of the head, like, and try to use both hands, for strength and stability. So that's what I would have had to do. And the dude, he wasn't the Aaron Cruz, not the tall maintenance dude. This dude was just a little bit taller than me, so I could have easily reached up and got him. He was taller, but he was thicker. He could have really hurt me. He kept wanting somebody named Melissa or Marissa. So, and that's not me. So yeah, that was a whole lot of nothing, but hey, feeling pretty upbeat. Physically, I'm feeling okay, other than being really tired. But it's been a week, So, thank you for watching again, and I will talk to you later.